Okay, guys. Hi, welcome to the call. So my name's Ashley Molstead. I am the founder of our team is called Follow Your Bliss Family, and it's the #1 team out of, there's I think 400,000 teams or something like that, or almost 400 or just over 400,000 teams. We're the #1 team. We also have on the team, within the team, Emily Faber. She leads the #3 team in the company. And then we have a whole bunch of other people in the top 100. We are a team that is rising quickly. We have a lot of momentum. So you've joined at a really good time because there's lots of training, lots of new people, like learning new things. And I'm going to outline on this call tonight things that I learned over the course of, so I joined in 2012, just for the discount at first. I didn't really start running with this business until January of 2014. So what are we? That's 5 years. So in 5 years, I've learned a lot. And the idea of this call is to kind of help you launch your fitness business and get started, and help you take a little bit of the overwhelm out of it. Now, you're still going to be overwhelmed, because I remember when I first started, feeling like I wanted to know everything, and also feeling like there was so much to know and that I couldn't get started until I knew everything, or like, how do I even help people if I don't know what to do? So I'm going to walk you through some things. This will not be the last time you see this information. You'll have access to me or your upline coach. I'm going to talk about the team pages on Facebook. And there'll be more trainings and things like that. So, you can take notes and stuff. And also, I would recommend typing questions in the chat box as they come up for you, because we'll definitely have time at the end for some Q&A. But I'm going to throw a lot of information at you, and take what you can from it, and you'll just get started. Like, the only way to really start this business is taking one step at a time. So let me share my screen. All right. So this is the call on how to make fitness your business. And this was our team last year in Indianapolis at Summit. We were the #2 team in the network last year. And this year we're going back, and this is Emily here. We're going back as the #1 and the #3 team. There will probably be about 200 of us this year. And we're going to talk a little bit more to you about Summit, but this is our huge event that we have every year. It's a massive celebration, a fun party. And as you know, we work this business from our homes, but it's so nice to be able to come together as a community, and so much fun. So you'll see that's happening in July. There's still time if you want to come to Summit this year, but definitely put it on your radar for next year as well. So first things first. Again, I think it's really tempting to want to know everything, and to feel like you have to know everything to really crush it in the business. But I want to make sure that you know, no matter what, your #1 job on your day 1 to day 1 million in this business, your #1 job is to focus on you. So if you start to feel overwhelmed, come back to this. Come back to your journey. #1, get to know the products. So you all should have been plugged into our boot camp. That's kind of to give you an idea of these like online private groups that we run, these fitness kind of challenges, accountability groups, whatever. There's lots of different names for them. I call them a boot camp. I want you to plug into that, lean into that group, and follow the calendar that comes with the program that you're going to be doing, the fitness program that you're going to be doing. So get to know our products and our programs. We also want you drinking the shake every day. I did not believe in Shakeology for the first 6 months. I was not an everyday drinker. And then I just kept hearing people talking about it and talking about it and talking about it. I'm like, and all these benefits and things. And I was like, fine, I'll do a challenge. And I challenged myself to drink Shakeology every single day for 30 days and not miss a day, and see if I noticed a difference. And wouldn't you know, I did. I will say, if you don't love Shakeology off the bat, neither did I. It took me some time playing around with the recipes to find the ones that I love and I crave. There's tons of recipes out there, but if you don't love Shakeology, you're not alone. Some people love it right off the bat, but just don't give up on it, because it really is just an amazing product for your body. And so do your workout, drink your shake every day. And then we've got other things. Some of you have probably tried our Energize or ordered that, which is the pre-workout. You'll be obsessed. We have an amazing post-workout that helps with soreness, there's a chocolate one that tastes like chocolate milk. There's an orange whatever, what do they call it? Like orange cream or something. That kind of tastes like an orange Julius to me, or creamsicle. There's a bunch of boosts you can put in your Shakeology. So there's all kinds of things, but the main thing is your fitness journey and Shakeology. So get to know the products, use the products, love the products. And then, as I'm going to share on this call, you're going to start sharing your experience with these products on social media. That's not all you're going to share. You're going to share the other parts of you that make you you, but you're going to share your experience and your journey with your social media, your following, and then you're going to invite people to join you in this journey. You're going to invite them to be kind of your accountability partners, your buddies, and you're going to help them change their life with the products, and then let them know that they can also help people change their life with the products. And that is when you start building your team. But you have to help yourself first before you're able to help others. And if some of you join and this is your first time ever like working with Beachbody at all, and maybe you join and you hate it. Well, the good thing about Beachbody is there's not a huge startup like order or cost. There's no inventory you have to have on hand. There's no contract you have to sign. So if you decide this isn't for you, we will still love and support you, and no issues. But the reason that you need to use and love the products is because we don't want you to have to sell anything. And if you feel like you're having to sell things, then you don't have a deep enough belief in these products yet. And we'll dive more into that. But there are, as I mentioned, several resources to help you get that knowledge that you're craving. So I'm going to go through a few of them here. So one of them is called the Coach Online Office. And to get there, you'll go to teambeachbody.com and just log in with whatever your Team Beachbody credentials are. So you'll click sign in here. I have a whole bunch. I'm going to do this one. So you'll log in and then you'll click on Coach over here and then Coach Office. So this is how basically your hub of everything that you need to know. You'll find your customer orders here. You'll find your personal orders here. You'll see as people join your team, you'll see other, like the team around you growing, all kinds of things. So I'm going to show you some things here that are important to pay attention to. This is your landing page. So one thing, and we're going to talk more about this, there's something called Success Club. And what Success Club means is it's basically our indicator of that you're moving your business forward and that you're helping people every single month. So this generally, like for most of you, when you log in, it will probably say 0 points and it will say not qualified here. When you help, your goal, and we'll talk more about this, so hold on, but your goal is to help actually just as many people as you can, but a minimum of 3 people sign up with the same product that you did when you joined. And so as you do that, you're going to get 2 points per time that you help somebody enroll with the fitness and the nutrition program. And when you get 5 points, so if you help 3 people, you get 5 points. If you help 5 people or more, you'll get Success Club 10. This is going to be a huge marker. This is how you also earn your free trips, blah, blah, blah. There's more to come on that. So keep an eye on this Success Club qualification. And then down here in your business alerts, this is where it's going to show you all kinds of things going on with your organization. So what you'll see like under here, new coaches in your organization. That will tell you new coaches who have joined since. And sometimes it's confusing for people because they're like, I haven't signed anyone up. How do I have new coaches? Remember how I said you joined a team that is growing rapidly and we're constantly adding people to it and just we have so much momentum? You get to kind of benefit from some of that momentum. And so you'll see coaches in your organization. They will eventually help build your paycheck. They're just not going to help you rank advance. So we'll talk about kind of ranks and goals in a little bit, but that's where this is. Those are coaches that, are in the organization, like on the same team. They're just not your coaches. You'll see your new customer here, customer order here. So this is a good place to check out. This is Coach Breaking News. So you can find out kind of all the stuff that's going on. Basically anything, I would really encourage you guys, anything with a blue hyperlink, like underlined, click on it and learn. Like click on any of these things and learn, right? And then as you go through the New Coach University, you'll see we talked to you about how to set up your direct deposit. That's right here. But the bulk of where you'll spend your time probably in the back office here is under Monitor My Business. Now, As you guys start enrolling people to your team and your team starts growing, you will want to see where they are and make sure that they showed up. What you generally, I feel like most people do is they go to this monitor my business and then graphical genealogy. I do not recommend ever using graphical genealogy. It's very confusing. It's a visual, but it's like it's laid out really crappy. So ignore this link. Don't really use that. Where you'll want to check for your coaches is sponsorship drill down. And that's going to show you your team as it grows. You can see orders here under your orders and your customer orders. Under Grow My Business, there's all kinds of things for as you start running your own boot camp groups to help you. There's training, obviously, under the training tab. So much goes on in this online office. So again, I would just encourage you to come play around. The next thing is our team page. So when you go to Facebook Home, we have a big team page called the Coach Family. You guys have probably seen this, but if not, make sure you're in here. This is where you and all the other people on the team come. You get to ask questions, find out what's going on. This is where we post about our team call, which, by the way, tomorrow night, we have, every Tuesday night, we have our team calls. We have Jericho, the trainer, the super trainer for the program that we're all testing out, the Morning Meltdown 100. That's the program that I've been testing out for the last 2.5 months. She, the trainer of that, is going to be on our call tomorrow night. But you'll see those like usually under the events tab, under the files section, you'll find all kinds of scripts, free group ideas on things that you can run. You'll find like this, diamond roadmap, all kinds of strategy things to help you build your business. And then the other thing that's really cool about Facebook groups is the search feature. So if you have a question about, if Shakeology is gluten-free or if something's safe for nursing, rather than typing the question yourself on the page, you can type in like nursing here and see, you'll get the question right away. So energized for nursing moms. Anyone know? Is that fine? Energized while nursing. So then you'll see 12 comments, 16 comments, right? And then obviously when you type in nursing, there's stuff for nurses in here, right? Or you type in gluten-free and you'll see all the questions that have been asked before. Is Shakeology gluten-free, right? And then you'll get your answer right away. So the Coach Family page, I would recommend clicking here and pinning it to your shortcuts so that it's at the top. When you go to your Facebook, it's at the top over here. CoachFAQ.com. So another resource is CoachFAQ.com. So say you enroll somebody and they had a coach already. So you can type a question in here, but you can also see some quick things here. But if they had a coach already and they want to work with you, you can go to this customer coach change form. You need to update your credit card. You need to do, anything with your personal stuff, manage your Shakeology, do a return or exchange, whatever. If you're wondering how much something is, you can type that in here. If you're wondering any promos or anything, you can type those things in here. There's all kinds of stuff, but this is going to be kind of your black and white answers, all things Beachbody. And then of course, Google and YouTube are your best friends. That is how I learned basically how to do everything in this business, by any question that I had, typing it in Google or watching, I'd find top coaches and I'd go to their YouTube channel and just watch their trainings they put out. And then the other place that I learned everything from was the National Wake Up Call. So Beachbody hosts every Monday morning at 8 a.m. Pacific, 11 a.m. Eastern, something called the National Wake Up Call. And they actually host it. I'll show you. So you might want to go to this page, this Team Beachbody Coach 411 page. They actually host them live here on this page. So, and then that means that they're up there. If you can't listen to them live, the recordings are always up there, right? But here's this morning. So this Monday morning's wake up call is listed right here. And another page that is a great resource is, and this says this in the New Coach Welcome pamphlet you got, but the Beachbody Champions page, you should request to join this page. This has all kinds of incredible training from top coaches from around the network. You'll learn so much in here. So those are some resources where if you feel stuck, there are some places you can go to get unstuck. Oh, and then I did mention we have our team happy hour. So our team hosts calls every Tuesday night, 6 p.m. Pacific, 9 p.m. Eastern. Tomorrow night, because we have the trainer, we're on her schedule. So we'll post about this, but it is at 4:40 p.m. Pacific, 7:40 p.m. Eastern. So we're on her schedule this week, but normally they're at 6 p.m. and they're always recorded, which is another thing I didn't show you, but they're always recorded, and under the files section of the Coach Family page, you can go right here to this Team Happy Hour recordings, and it'll have like all the way back to 2014, all the calls that we have had. So, all right. Now let's dive into where you're going to spend your time. So Beachbody has this thing called the 4 vital behaviors. And when people ask me like how I spend my day, now if you guys were some of you were in my sneak peek that I hosted a couple weeks ago, and I talked to you guys about these, but I'm not an organized person, but what I do have is my non-negotiable. So these are the things that I do every single day. I did them day one, and I will do them until the day I die. Because they are our vital behaviors as coaches. So number one, I've already spoken with you about, but be proof that the products work. So do your workout and drink your shake. Number two is share, connect, invite, and then follow up. So you want to share your journey on social media, right? More to come on that, but you're just going to start conversations and talk to people and then invite them to join your next group. Number three is personal development. This one is one that a lot of people overlook, but 10 minutes a day really will change your life. And it was the one that I didn't do for the first 6 months in the business, and I probably needed it more than anyone, and it has changed my life more than anything else. In the way that fitness or exercise is fitness for your body, personal development is fitness for your mind. So if you don't tell your mind what to think, it's going to think those same thoughts that you thought your whole life, that what will people think of me? What if they think I'm selling? I don't know if my mother-in-law is going to like this. I'm afraid if I embarrass myself, what if I fail? Blah, blah, blah. All those negative things, that fear is going to take center stage in your brain because you're doing something new. You're going to get uncomfortable and get out of your comfort zone. Personal development will help you immensely with that. And then the fourth vital behavior is getting people results. Seems like a no-brainer, but you want to make sure you get yourself results, you get your customers results, and then as your team grows, you'll get your coaches results as well. All right, your first goal. So I mentioned something called Success Club that you'll be checking for in your back office, but you need to help a minimum of 3 people every single month. And that is, when I say help them, it's getting them started with a program in Shakeology. And so I'm guessing most of you signed up with Beachbody On Demand and Shakeology, or some of you signed up with Beachbody On Demand and the pre and post workout. That's what Beachbody calls a challenge pack. I like to call it like a bundle kit, just because challenge pack, no one knows what that terminology means. But when you help 3 people, you achieve Success Club. You also have to have 90 volume points on auto ship. So PV means personal volume, HD means home direct. I remember when I started, like all the acronyms felt like a whole nother language, but if you're ordering your Shakeology every single month on auto ship, you'll have that box checked. But when you help 3 people a month, not only do you achieve Success Club, but if you do that for your first 3 months in the business, your first month, you earn a call with a top 10 coach, like a group call like this. You earn a call with the top 10 coach. If you do it for the first 3 months in the business, you earn a free ticket to Summit, which is that huge event that I talked about. And if you're one of my coaches, you'll also earn your hotel. So you'll get your ticket to Summit and I pay for your hotel. And then if you help 3+ people every single month for 12 months, you earn your free trip. And you've seen us probably do this. We go once a year somewhere. Next year, we are going to the Dominican Republic. I think it's in March or April or something like that. And it's for you and 1 guest. And it's all expenses paid. We go to these all-inclusive resorts usually, or sometimes cruises. And it's just so much fun. We get to be together and just celebrate all of the hard work. And so a great place to start here is with your friends and family as you grow your cold market. Now, I know people are like, but I don't want to bother my friends and family. Here's how I want you to think of it. I want you to think of, you know how when you find something exciting, you're like, oh my God, this is going on. And you're like, you reach out to your best friends or your sisters or your mom, like whoever your best friends or your closest family is. When things that are exciting are happen, that's who you reach out to. So for example, when I found out, I mean, if you follow me, you know I'm a huge Taylor Swift fan. When I found out Taylor was touring the last time, I freaked out naturally. And I immediately texted my best friend Colleen. And I was like, oh my God, call, Taylor's going on tour. We've got it. Like, what do we have to do? We've got to get tickets. Like, what city do we want to go? You know, it was like all this strategizing to make sure we could go to her show. Now, I didn't have to sell the idea of Taylor Swift to her. I didn't have to worry what she would think. I was just really excited about something, and I wanted to do it with somebody that I like to do things with, right? So I want you to approach this kind of the same way, not thinking that you have to sell to your friends and family. What you can do, and I usually recommend like screenshotting my results or your coach's results, whoever you signed up with, and maybe sending it to your bestie and or you know, your sisters and whatever, and saying, okay girl, like I'm super excited but also kind of nervous. I joined this girl's online boot camp. It's like fitness and nutrition. I'm really excited but also kind of nervous. Would you maybe want to do this with me so we could hold each other accountable? Right? So just be excited about it. And you don't have to sell. It's like, hey, let's do this together. I mean, you know, you've talked to your sister, your mom, your best friend, your girlfriends about all the different fitness journeys that you've tried. So they already know, they feel the same way. They want to be healthier and more confident in their skin. So just take that approach with it, right? All right, so step one, here's how you're going to make sure that you achieve Success Club and help 3 people a month. I want you to commit to a boot camp start date. Now, if that feels overwhelming and really scary to you, I would recommend generally you pick a date like 3 weeks from now, and you give yourself 3 weeks to start your own journey, be sharing your journey, having those conversations, and inviting people to join you. But you don't have to host your own. You can either team up with other coaches or with each other, because now we've got this. If you joined me, we've got that private page where we can team up in there together, and you can run groups with each other. If you're not one of my coaches, guys, you can just post. You'll see these posts in the coach family page as well. Like, hey, I want to run a group this date. Anyone want to team up? So that's an option. Or you're also able to add your challengers, your boot campers, into your coaches group, whichever one that they're running. I make it a requirement that you can add your customers to my group as long as they've purchased a challenge pack from you. And then here's a few different ways that you can invite. So I know some of you are like, well, I'm just getting started. I don't have a transformation yet. Once you have your transformation, you'll be sharing that and, inviting people to join you. But you can also, like here, this was at the beginning, this photo on the right was me in Vegas working out in the hotel gym. This was as I was just getting started back into my fitness game postpartum. And I was just sharing that, like here I am showing up on vacation. I'm taking this seriously, right? And I'm being present. So you can also just share your journey that way. You don't have to have a transformation to inspire people to get started. So as you think about your first invites and the first people that you want to speak with and talk to, I have a few tips for you to keep in mind. So you don't have to sell anything, right? You're not a salesperson. I want you to just think of yourself as a conversation expert. Like just think about, it's your job to just practice talking to people, to just engage with people, care about humans. And your goal is to connect with a minimum of 3 new people. That's minimum. 3 new people a day or 20 new people a week. That's bare minimum. Like most people on our team have a goal of like 8 to 10 people a day. And you're not reaching out to close them. You're just reaching out to open the door. So a lot of you guys, if you're going to be using your personal Facebook page, you've got friends on there that people you went to high school with or college with or old coworkers or acquaintances that you've kind of lost touch with. It's just reopening that door. And if you're going to be using Instagram, it's reaching out to people who seem like they might be your kind of tribe. And you're not trying to close the door. You're not trying to sell them on anything or get a sale. You're just reaching out to make a new connection and have that door open. As you're talking to them, Be brief, be excited, and end every message with a call to action. What I mean by a call to action is ask a question at the end of everything. So maybe your first message is like, hey girl, oh my gosh, I was just looking at your profile. I love all the colors. It's so pretty. Where did you get that sweater? You know, and maybe you screenshot of the photo. Where'd you get this sweater from? Or, hey girl, oh my gosh, I was just stalking your page and it looks like you guys just went to Hawaii. It was beautiful. We've been thinking about going. What island do you recommend, right? So you're excited, you're just talking to them, and you're ending it with a call to action to encourage them to get back to you. You can be a little bit more direct about fitness stuff if they're people that are following you. So if it's your followers or people that are liking and engaging on your stories or your posts, then you can be a little bit more direct and say, hey girl, yeah, I noticed, you know, it looks like we've got some fitness goals in common and I really appreciate your support. It's hard to put yourself out there. Are you in a fitness routine of your own right now, right? So just brief, excited, and ending it with a question. And then once it gets into Beachbody, and not all conversations will initially, some of them will just be conversational back and forth, nothing about Beachbody, and that's okay because you're talking to enough people. And remember, you will need to help like 5 a month, 3 to 5 a month at a, you know, a minimum. So if you're talking to a ton of people, you don't need all of those conversations to get to Beachbody. You're just kind of planting seeds and opening doors right now. But once it does get to Beachbody, I don't want you showing up and throwing up and telling them all the things and overwhelming them with information. That is what comes across as really salesy. And you also need to find their need before you can fix them, which means you're going to ask a lot of questions and take your time. Now, I know it's tempting when someone's like, okay, girl, I've been watching you. I'm ready to join you. What is this thing? No one is ready to join you. When they first reach out, they're not ready to join you because most people are hoping it's going to be free. And it's not free. Your time isn't free, and we have an amazing system that is an incredible value. You guys know because you just invested in it. But even though it's an incredible value, it's still an investment for people. And if you just write back with your link or a ton of information and overwhelm them, or you say all this stuff that isn't relevant to them, you're going to lose them. They're going to be disinterested. So if their need is time and you talk all about how, you know, the meal plan is really easy and fun, then that doesn't fill their need. If their need is nutrition and you go on and on about how the variety of workouts we have and all the different options, you're not fixing their need, right? So I want you guys to really be thinking about like, what is it that is going to make them invest in themselves in this program? You got to find out what that need is. And then understand that objections are a part of the process. So you're going to get people that, you know, stop replying to you, or they say they're in and then they get the price and then they're out, or they say, I can't afford that right now, or let me talk to my husband, or I just signed up for a gym, all these different things. Objections are just a part of the process. We all get them. It doesn't mean anything about you as a coach. It doesn't mean that they won't eventually one day become your customer. It's just a part of it. And it's also a way for me, I look at objections as a way to get better with my messaging and communication and to deepen that relationship. And if you find that you're getting a lot of the same objections, like if you're getting, most of you will get primarily in the beginning, you'll get price objections. So I would recommend you if you're getting the same kind of objections, make a public post about it, not to those people, to your old self. Like, speak to your old self. Why did you decide to make this investment? What made it worth it for you? Because I'm sure when you first found out how much it was, you were like, oh gosh, I don't know. Like, is that worth it? Is this going to be just another diet that I try and I'm not successful with? So tell the story of when I first found out it cost this much, I was, you know, unsure and I wasn't sure I could afford that. But I decided it was worth it because I've tried so many things in the past and I knew I had seen my coach have success with it and I knew I needed to bet on myself or something, right? So that as people are reading it, it's the very people that you're talking with that are having those same objections. They're just now seeing your story. And then I already mentioned that there's scripts in the files section of the team page. And follow up forever. This one's a biggie. No, if the fortune is in the follow-up. If you feel like you're bothering people, then you won't follow up with people. But following up is really just about being professional. And actually, last Tuesday's call, check out the recording, the replay from in the file section of the team page. I had a girl who just reached Diamond, which is a big rank in the company. She just reached Diamond, and we talked a lot about like how she did it. And she said she gets more from her follow-ups than she does from her invites. And she will follow up like the next day, and she'll follow up 2 days later. And then she'll ask, like if they say they're not ready yet, she will ask them, okay, when do you think when do you think you'll be ready? And can I follow up with you then? Like, it's just being professional. And I want you guys to think of it as, instead of I'm bothering somebody, reframe it as I'm being professional. Because you're asking someone to invest their hard-earned money with you. So you have to be professional for them to respect that. Don't be afraid of the costs. It is an amazing value. I already mentioned, I think, don't send them your link right away. And I mentioned don't show up and throw up. So those are a few tips as you're chatting with people. But if you're feeling a little overwhelmed, definitely reference the scripts in the file section of our team page. So that's your first goal. Help 3 to 5 people get started on this as your accountability partners. Your second goal, and we're going to dive more into this tomorrow night, but your second goal is to become an Emerald coach. So what you are right now is an active coach, right? You just enrolled, you just an active coach. Your first big promotion that you're going to give yourself is to become an active Emerald. And that is just you plus 2. It's just you and your bestie and your mom, your bestie and your husband and your sister-in-law. It's just you plus 2 people that you'll have as accountability partners for this beginning of the journey. And then you'll continue to jump and advance. But this should be, so I should mention, our business weeks go from Thursday to Wednesday. So anything that someone purchases from you between Thursday and Wednesday, that's 1 week. So like if someone buys something from you today, what's today, Monday? So on Thursday, you'll see the commission for that. And then Thursday, it starts over again. That's also when rank advancements happen. So if you enroll 2 people before, like it's Wednesday night at midnight Eastern, you'll wake up on Thursday as an Emerald coach. So more to come on that tomorrow, but wanted to plant that seed. All right, now let's chat real quick some of your social media strategy. So I mentioned that I want you to, it's a vital behavior to share, connect, invite. I mentioned that part of your job is to take care of you and then share your journey. And here's a little bit of how to share your journey. What I want you to remember is that, yes, you are a Beachbody coach, but that is not all you are. You have so many other things, and if you don't think it's interesting, it is. That's just a story you're telling yourself, that that's not the truth. And so I want you to think about, like, what are the 5 things maybe that make you you? What are things that you are interested in? Where do you spend your time? Like, what profiles are you following on social media? What do you search for on Pinterest? How do you spend your evenings and weekends and free time? Like, what is it that you're doing? Are you a mom? Are you a avid, Dallas Cowboy fan? Are you huge into, I don't know, swimming? Like, are you a big swimmer? Are you a big book? You like to bookworm, like you love to read books. So here's a snapshot of some stuff that I posted. Now, I don't lead with Beachbody. That doesn't scream any Beachbody here. I do have a transformation. So you can see this is a Beachbody post. This post here is me actually talking about my boot camp, but it's also part of my brand is living a life in balance. So you see me out drinking and eating and doing the things and having fun. You know that I am a mom. You know that I'm a dog mom if you follow my stuff. I like to laugh. I like to share my, fashion and where I find things. So you'll see all those things in my feed. This is my friend Emily. She's the number 3 coach that I was telling you about. So she's a dog mom. These are a little bit old, these screen grabs, but she's a dog mom. She's now, this little bean in her belly is actually now here. And so she's a human mom as well. She's a military wife. She obviously posts her transformation. She's really funny, so you'll see humor in there. And she's also known for her hair and her braids. So you'll see those as well on her social media. So I want you to think, as you're posting, try to get a variety of posts. So it's not just your sweaty selfie every day, because that's not super boring or exciting. You are multidimensional. And your brand can be like big things like mom, dog mom, whatever, but it can also be little things like you're obsessed with peanut butter, or when my hair was purple and pink, like unicorns were a big part of my brand. So it can be big things and little things. If you follow my friend Shannon Harvey, part of her brand now is like leopard print and mimosas. Like very little things, but they're just a part of her, right? And so before you post, I want you to ask yourself, what do you want them to get from it? Like, is it to make them think? Is it to inspire them? Is it to make them laugh? Like, what do you want them to get from it? And would the image stop their scroll? So there's way more training on social media, but you also just have to get started and you'll kind of find your voice as you go. And a note on social media, don't compare your day one to my day however many thousands, right? I've been doing this. I started posting in 2012. And I wasn't even really actively coaching yet. I was just like sharing my journey, thinking about coaching. So this is something I posted in 2012. It got 3 likes and 1 comment. And the comment was from another coach. And it's a photo that Beachbody put out. I would not recommend using any of Beachbody's marketing material on your social media because it's not personalized, it's not scroll stopping, it screams sales, and the caption here that I paired with it has no story. So it says, oh my God, first workout after the holiday craziness, Asylum 2, Upper Elite, my arms are so shaky, I can barely type right now, love this program, with my link to purchase. That's very, like, scream sales, that's not connecting with anyone. It's, if I were to ask myself those questions, like I asked you up here, would this stop my scroll? No. And what do I want them to get from it? So what I want them to get from it here is like, I want to sell something. Well, that's gross. It's going to turn everyone off. Fast forward, and I've really improved a lot. So this was actually last year. This post I put up had 3.6 thousand likes. Remember, this is 6 years apart. 3.6 thousand likes, 133 comments, and it is personalized. It's me. It's eye-catching, meaning it's light and bright. It shares my journey. I tell a story in this caption, and what I want them to get from it is not, hey, buy from me, is, I don't know what I say, 6 weeks down, 6 to go. This is not about getting my body back. My body didn't go anywhere. This is about celebrating my body for all that it's done and it's capable of doing. Getting your body back post-baby is such a bullshit movement, blah, 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 right? So what I want people to get out of this is those postpartum mamas who are struggling in their body to have a little bit of hope and confidence. That is my mission in this post, right? See how different it is from day 1 to day 1,000. And so I just want to encourage you to, there's the 4 vital behaviors, but there's also, I feel like, consistency and patience. This should be like the 5th and 6th vital behaviors. Like, do the 4 vital behaviors, do them consistently, and then do them for ever and ever, a long time. The patience is what's so important, and a lot of people give up right before the magic happens. So if you do these things, here is how you are going to, what month are we? So June, July, August. By August, you will be an $800 richer, which is going to more than pay for your investment. So any of you guys who have husbands that are unsure about this thing that you just joined, money talks to them. So obviously there's no income that's guaranteed. I have to say this for the lawyers, but Team Beachbody doesn't guarantee any level of success or income. It depends on each coach's efforts, diligence, and skill. But here's how you can do it. Here's how you can earn $800. This month in June, you're gonna help 3 new people sign up with our program, with exactly what you signed up with. You'll get $50 in commission per person. That's $150. In month 2, you're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna help 3 more people, 3 new people. You'll get your, the people that signed up in June also are going to get Shakeology in July, and you get $34 or $32 per Shakeology order. So that's $96 plus the $150 from helping the 3 new people for a total of $250-ish in July. In August, you're gonna help 3 more people. And now, so you've got the $150 from that commission, but now you've got 6 people that are on Shakeology auto ship, because they joined in June, they joined in July. And so that's $192, which is $400 in commission in August, for a total of just about $800. Plus, you've locked in Success Club every single month for the first 3 months. So you earn your ticket to Summit. And if you're my coach, you also earn your hotel paid for, right? I mean, it's just helping people. It's helping yourself first and then helping other people. So what's next? I want you to get started on, we put something together called the New Coach University. It's a 15 module training that kind of walks you through step by step, kind of putting yourself out there, how you actually are going to, I share my screen and show how you actually sign people up. It talks about how I mentioned earlier, direct deposit, talks about how to have those conversations with people, talks about Instagram stories, all kinds of stuff. So start there. It's bit.ly/newcoachuniversity. And once you do that, after you graduate that, you'll reach out to your upline and set up the one-on-one call. Number two, I already mentioned this a few times, commit to your workout program. Drink your shake and do your daily personal development. If you don't have a book in mind yet that you're interested in, my very first personal development book I ever started was The Compound Effect back in 2013. And it was a huge mind shift. I love that book. So if you don't know what book to start with, that's a great one. There's tons of other ones too, but I love that one. Step 3, begin sharing your journey and inviting other people to join you right now. Not when you feel ready, not when you're done with your training, not when you feel like you've reached some sort of results. People relate to the journey. You don't need to be perfect. You don't need to have an after photo. People relate to the here and now because they're also in the here and now struggling. Trust me that you can, you guys know that real movement that you're seeing on social media, like people are craving real. They don't want the airbrushed, picture perfect, washboard abs. They want the real nitty gritty, dirty, showing up even when you don't want to. They want the journey. So you don't need to be perfect. You don't need to know everything. Get started now. And then step 4, do your best to not get overwhelmed. Take it one step, one conversation, one goal at a time. It's literally one step in front of the other is how, like the compound effect says, it's when you're running a marathon, how do you finish the marathon? One step at a time. If you're on a goal or if you're on a journey to lose 50 pounds, how do you lose 50 pounds? By losing one at a time. It's just one step, one conversation, one day, one meal, one workout, one at a time. All right, so now I'm gonna stop sharing and I'll read through some of these comments, and if you guys have questions, you can unmute yourself and ask them, or I'll just go through and be answering these ones that are in the chat, but you're welcome to also unmute yourself. Okay. Oh, Bailey said, there are great podcast and Audible book suggestions in the Coach Family page. So if you haven't done personal development, there's a whole bunch of ideas in there. The calendar year. So it's calendar. I think you're talking, Rachel asked about I think you're asking about to earn the free trip. It's based on calendar year, but what they do is, because you guys are joining in the middle, you can still get on next year's trip. If you get on the wait list now, I would recommend getting on the wait list because it's sold out, but they generally every year go through all of the wait lists and they'll pull you off in order of the people that you've helped. So, if you're helping people every month, there's a good chance that you'll be invited off, even though it won't be a full calendar year, if that makes sense. Do you get personal volume from just selling the on-demand? Absolutely. Everything that we have comes with volume, but for Success Club, it has to be your own order on auto ship. So if someone purchases Beachbody on demand from you, that's not your personal order for you on auto ship. So you have to have your Shakeology or your pre and post workout or like 3 boxes of bars or something. It has to equal 90 volume points on auto ship. That's your own order. I think that's what Sydney, I think that's what that question was asking about. So let me know if that isn't. This is a great question, Sherry. Sherry said, will you get 3 points will you get 5 Success Club points if you sign up 3 coaches? You don't get any Success Club points for just enrolling coaches. So if they just pay the $40 and sign up, you don't get any points for that. Now, if they pay the $40 and sign up, and then within 30 days of their sign up date, they order 90 PV, the volume, on auto ship, then you'll get a point for that. But I hate having people pay that initiation fee. So I'm not a fan ever. Like, I feel like it's money in the toilet. I would rather pay more money to get value back. You know, like I remember when we joined this community center back when I lived in Oregon, and it was like a really nice, like, gym, and there was a spa in there and these indoor outdoor pools, like this pool with water slide, all this stuff. And so it was really expensive, and it was like, I don't know, $100 joining fee, or you could buy a spa pack. And so I bought like a $300 spa pack because it would waive the enrollment fee. Like, I hate $40 for our enrollment fee. I just feel like it's money down the toilet. So encourage people to enroll with the challenge pack because that'll waive that $40 fee.
Ashley.
Yes.
My question really was, so I signed my sister up as a coach so she can get her discount on the Shakeology.
Mm-hmm.
And she purchased $200 and something worth of product. So I got 1 Success Club point for that. So what's the difference in signing up helping 3 people and getting 5 points as opposed to just getting the 1 point?
So I'm guessing she didn't enroll with a challenge pack. Did she purchase stuff after?
Yes, so I enrolled her with the 21-day fix plus Shakeology, and she bought an extra Shakeology and the shaker.
Well, you should have gotten 2 points for that then.
Okay, it only shows me as having 1.
So did she buy that challenge pack, or did you add those things separately to her cart, or how? I don't know.
No, I added it. They were all on her cart as the coach. So she got she got the 21-day fix.
Oh, wait, so did you sign her up to be a coach first? $40?
No, it was all together at the same time.
Okay, so that waived the $40 fee.
Correct.
Yeah, you should have 2 points for that. If not, send me a message, or you can also message Beachbody because that's not correct. You should have 2 points.
Okay, that's what I was thinking. And when I decided, okay, I'll do that. Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Christina, I have a close friend who switched to me as a coach, which didn't count towards my success. But after she bought the challenge pack with Shakeology, will that count? Yes. So switching anybody to you don't get points for, like, Beachbody doesn't reward us for finding up coaches or getting customers or whatever. They only you only get commission for if they purchase directly through you, and then Success Club points if they purchased like a challenge pack or something through you. So if you've transferred her, you don't get anything, like if she's just now your customer. But if she purchases something now, like a challenge pack, then you will. Okay, Jamie said, I know this sounds silly, but how are you finding these new people? It does not sound silly. It's a very common question. I want to recommend you guys listen to Heather Shipley. She's an amazing coach on our team who joined last year and is like in the top 50 now. She's amazing. She did in the team page under the file section for Team Happy Hour recordings, a inviting 101. She's the queen of inviting, and she talked all about how you find people and gave all kinds of strategies and stuff. So I would for sure recommend listening to that call. Yes. Okay. Christina said, I get way too excited because I feel like it's such a big deal. Like when you find a great sale at Marshall's. Yeah, you just need to move slower because you can be really excited about it, but it just takes other people some time to like get on that same page with you. When signing up new customers, should you encourage them to sign up a coach since it's the same price anyway? So I generally do. And you guys know, well, actually you guys don't know if you're in the mentorship because you were planning on enrolling as a coach. But generally when people message me, and this is in the script, I say, awesome, super, like once we've gone back and forth, we've decided this is for them, they know the price, I'll say, I'm so excited to have you join. There's 2 options to order and both cost the same amount. And this is all in the script. And so then I kind of go with it. And the reason that I offer the coach opportunity to everyone is 1, it saves them money. And I'm a bargain shopper. Like, I feel like that's an important thing for people to be able to save money. And 2, you never know where your rock star coach is going to come from. Like, I signed up for the discount strictly. No intention of ever working the business. My friend Emily, who's the number 3 coach in the network, that I've referenced a whole bunch of times on this call, she signed up just for the discount. No intention of working the business. So you just never know who's going to actually want to work it. And sometimes, so that means I also, every time someone enrolls, I plug them into the team page so that they get that community as well as the boot camp. And you just never know who's going to become that Beachbody believer. So I feel like it's it's the right thing to do in two different ways. Saves them money and gets them exposed to a new community, which maybe is going to help them get the confidence to, build the business. If we sign up our spouse or family member as a coach, do they need to purchase a challenge pack or just have 90 PV? So, Michelle, if you would clarify that question, what do you mean, like to keep them active or to go for Emerald or for you to hit Success Club?
Hey, Ashley. So I meant for them to be, I guess, active and for us to qualify as Emerald coach or to continue to go forward.
Okay. So to be an Emerald, they need to be active, but for active, you only need 50 PV. So they don't need 90. You need 90 for to hit Success Club, but they just need 50, which, like, if you do Energize, the tub is 38 volume points, and then you get like a box of 10 pack, which is like, I think that's like 15 volume points. So that would be, or you could do like Energize and, box of bars or something like that to get the 50 PV. That would keep them active, and if they're active, that keeps you Emerald. Now, I would recommend enrolling them generally with the challenge pack because, again, waives the $40 sign-up fee, plus you'll get 2 Success Club points. So again, when you enroll coaches, you don't get points for just enrolling coaches, only for purchasing the challenge pack. Hopefully that answers that.
Thank you.
Yes, you're welcome. Zena says, what apps do you use to make your pictures so eye-catching? So I generally use, I bought a preset, a Lightroom preset. They have one Etsy. I sell one as well. But the Lightroom mobile app, actually, I'm just editing this photo now so you guys can see. So that's the after, and this is the before, which is darker. And then it's kind of like the glare is kind of bad. But so I just have this preset, and so it's a one touch. I just put that on there. The other app that I love and use is called Snapseed. It looks like this. It's a little leaf. I use Snapseed. So those are the two like photo editing apps generally that I use. And if you have like a dark house, I would recommend taking your photos in front of a window or getting outside and doing natural lighting as much as you can, or investing in this thing, you guys, right now that I have this light. This is actually an LED strip. It's a sticker I found on Amazon. It was like $10 or something like that. I have it taped around my computer. And it's actually like kitchen cabinet undermount lighting or something, but that's what I have lighting me up right now. So, and anyway, if you don't want to do any of those things, or you don't have, or whatever, that's when I think that the Lightroom is really good for brightening, for making it look like, you've got great lighting, even if you don't. Cameron said, I feel weird talking to someone about signing up as a coach since I just became a coach and don't know what I'm doing just yet. Would you suggest waiting to sign up coaches? I mean, I wouldn't, because you don't have to train them. If they, I have so many people. So for instance, I don't even know how big our team is at this point. There are so many people that, because there is no requirement for people to order every month, there's no contract to sign, there's nothing. So our team is 6,500 people. 6,541 is how big our team is. There are probably less than 1,000 that are actively working the business. Everyone else is just doing the discount. So I would recommend enrolling them, because you don't need to train them. If they do want to work, then you can say, awesome, I kind of don't know what I'm doing. We can learn together, but we'll be joining a really great team. You'll plug them into the New Coach University. They get access to the main team page. They get everything. But if they're not interested in working the business, you can still enroll them as a coach, and you just treat them like a boot camper. Like, you just help them on their journey, So you don't need to know anything. Okay, good. I think I just answered that. If we sign up new coaches, can we give them access to the New Coach University? Yes. Do the 3 people per, it says do the 3 people per onto, but maybe that means month. Do the 3 people per month have to sign up as coaches or as customers? Either way, it's 2 points. I think I maybe answered that already just in this stuff, but it's 2 points either way, as long as they enroll with a challenge pack. But whether they're coach or customer, it's just 2 points. Is the Shakeology on auto ship for us or someone in our boot camp? What do you mean by that? I don't know what you mean by that. Probably you, like you want Shakeology on auto ship. Oh, maybe for Success Club where you need the 90 PV, the 90 volume on HD. Yeah, so that's your personal order. It needs to be for you, not for someone in your boot camp. Brooke, I want to work for my desktop. Is the app Grids for IG good? I've never heard of that. I want to be able to type and direct message. I've actually, let me know if that is a way to message people. I have used one, there's one called direct messaging for Instagram, but sometimes it gets shut down. And then there's one called Flume. Those are two that I know you can download on your desktop to be messaging people from there. But let me know about those Grids for IG because I don't know. Oh, that's for write out and edit your posts on your desktop. You can't post from your desktop. So sometimes what I do, like from Instagram, it doesn't allow you to upload from Instagram.com. So sometimes I'll type it out because I also don't like to type on my phone. So I'll type it out in my email. I'll send it to myself and then open up my email on my phone and copy and paste the caption into IG from there. I've already signed up 2 coaches. Where do I see if I hit Emerald in the back office? Should I be signing up people as coaches under me or my husband? Only worth your own business right now, you guys. Eventually, we're going to talk a little bit more tomorrow night as far as working your spouse's business center, but you'll wait on that for a while until you get closer to the rank of diamond, which is you'll have 12 coaches in your downline at that point. But to see that you'll be an Emerald coach, so let me share really quick. So it will say your rank right here, paid rank. Right now it probably says coach. On Thursday, if you've signed 2 people up, this will say Emerald. And a way to check is when you go to monitor my business, go to sponsorship drill down. And I have a lot of coaches on my team, so this is gonna be a lot, but I'll show you. You have 2 legs. You have a left leg and a right leg, and you need an active coach on each leg. So this is going to pull up your downline. This is your personally sponsored coaches. I have a lot of coaches, obviously, 6,500. So it's pulling, should be quicker than this. But look at this leg right here. It should say left leg, right leg. And that is how you know I've got my coaches. But ask if you have a question, reach out to your upline, and if that's me, reach out and we can check that for you. But let's see. Okay, this girl is an Emerald coach, right? So if I go, when you log in, if you were Lisa, you'd log in and you'd go to this page and it has 1 on the left leg, 1 on the right leg. So that is Emerald coach. My following on Instagram is very minimal. Do you suggest using hashtags in the comments for posts to gain followers? I found that most followers I get are coaches or other salespeople. I feel like I'm struggling finding people to start conversations. So yeah, I do think hashtags is good. I also think you go to, again, listen to that replay from Heather Shipley. Because she goes how she finds people on Instagram. She talks all about that. And she's not as much on Instagram. She talks about how to find people on there. But we all started with 0 followers, right? It's all minimal and it just starts growing. But there are some good strategies on that. So watch that call. Rebecca, I just joined through Shannon 3 hours ago. Well, awesome. Way to be on the call after just joining. Okay. I don't see how I could actually make money with this, but you're inspiring as in Shannon. Well, you can actually make money with this. I will make 7 figures this year. I mean, don't forget that it takes a lot of work. But yeah, the money potential is insane. What I love about this business is the money potential is insane, but we don't ever lead with money. It's all about helping yourself and helping other people that is what your focus is. And I love that. And then the money follows. With your 2 coaches, I signed up with a challenge pack. My office says I only have 1 Success Club point. So you should have 2, but it also resets calendar months. So if you signed people up in May and 1 person in May and 1 person in June, then you'll have 2 points for May and then 2 points for June so far. But if it's showing 1, reach out to your upline because that's not accurate. It's 2. Sydney said, if we run a boot camp and someone just wants to do on demand and not the challenge pack, can you still let them join? Totally your call. In the beginning, I did let people do that. I did not make Shakeology a requirement. I just got them in and tried to help them. Now, because I have so much demand, I have made Shakeology a requirement, but or a challenge pack a requirement, but that's totally your call. And you can absolutely help people that aren't ready to invest in the whole thing. Oh, good. Millie said they have this light strip at Walmart for $5. Okay, Christina, I'm going to answer the Emerald calls tomorrow if you guys are okay. Oh, good. Okay, Brooke, thank you. Let me know. Oh, this is a good question. Christina said, can we change which legs coaches or customers are placed on after they're placed? You have 5 days. From the time that they enroll, you have 5 days to submit a transfer request to Beachbody. And you do that at coachfaq.com. What happens if you hit Emerald, but the coach is immediately under you or not active? Will this affect you? Yeah, so if you're an Emerald coach, but then your coaches go inactive, then you will drop your rank that next Thursday, which is why you always want to be helping. So the goal is once you go Emerald again. Your goal isn't to go Emerald and then to go Diamond. Your goal is Emerald and then just help 2 more people and then help 2 more people. And you'll constantly be, adding more people to your team. All right, so these are all really great questions. There's a lot of like team building ones in there, which I'm excited about. So tomorrow night we will have a kind of push to Emerald and team building call. Because we have Jericho on tomorrow at 4:40 Pacific, I think what we'll do is do the call after that. We'll do the team building call after that. So I'm guessing the Jericho call will be like an hour. So maybe about 5:30 or so, whenever that call ends, we will have our push to Emerald call right after that. And the goal is that you guys wake up on Thursday as an Emerald coach. Okay. Christina, you have so many good questions about like coaching that I want to save those since we're over an hour. I want to save those for tomorrow night's team building call. Okay, you guys, thank you so much. I am so freaking excited for you. You're going to kill this business. I know it's like so scary and intimidating at first. We all started there. You're in very good hands, very good company. And just imagine where your life is going to be a year from now, 5 years from now. Oh my gosh, like insane. So I will talk to you guys soon. Okay, bye. Bye. Oh, how cute, Alyssa. Your little daughter's waving. Bye.